It's Kerrie the Paper Monkey. Thank y'all so much for dropping in on my turn at hashtag Give Us Scrap. I look forward to this every year. This is my friend Angela, the Traveling Crafter's signature collab. And she kicked it off 3 years ago. And I've been able to participate every year. And I am very, very glad that she's allowed me to have Earth Day. And what I've tried to do the last few years, and this year is no different, is get you some statistical information on just how much we kind of waste in paper and textile products. Yeah, I always think it's so interesting. I really do. I think because maybe I'm just a stats person, so hopefully this won't bore you to tears. But I'm going to show you real time because I kind of kept wondering. I saw all these wonderful creators, bringing all these great videos and these ideas to the table. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I didn't know what I was going to do until I went to the thrift store this morning. So then I'm going to show you real time what I literally saved from the trash can. Anyway, yeah, it's been going on for a month now, just about, almost a month. And if you are interested, listen, you jump right in. Do a video. You don't have to be on this calendar. Your name does not have to be on this calendar to join in the fun. Just hashtag it, hashtag Give a Scrap, and Angela will put you in the playlist, and we can watch those all year long. But you'll see here, here's my day on the 22nd. Tomorrow's Jovi and Veronica, Sandy the Kentucky Crafter, Virginia Martin and Cara. Karla's coming up on Sunday, Karla Frizzell. For those of you who may not be familiar, Peg at Craft Room Stories, Meg at Chasing Retro, Shawn Recycled Messages. This will be her first year, so I'm excited to see what Shawn does. Carrie G, Linnae, and then Angela's going to wrap us up. And I can't believe it's already here, and I can't believe it's already the end of the month and my turn. So we're going to get into it. I'm not going to keep y'all much. I'm not going to keep y'all long, but I do want to show you, as I kind of talk, the stats will come up on the video screen, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I do try to put where I get the stat from, because I also think that's important, because there's a lot of misinformation out in the world today. But I try to pull from sources like the EPA, and there's another, like a recycling coalition maybe. So those stats I feel like are as accurate as we can get. Because the problem with the EPA's, and I'm probably boring y'all to death already. The problem with the EPA stats is they don't have anything past 2018. Isn't that horrible? Why is that? In today's world, run it through ChatGPT. It'll do it for you, EPA. For goodness sake, I was so disappointed. I knew that last year, but I figured this year they'd be better. But anyway, regardless, let me show you the proof. I'm just getting back from the thrift store. Hadn't even pulled it out of the bag yet. Bought a few things, but I'm going to show you two in particular of what I bought that the lady literally said, oh, I was fixing to throw these away. And I said, oh, wait, no, don't throw them away. Can I have them? And she said, oh, yeah, you can have that. So, aren't they pretty? And they literally are disintegrating. I mean, they are. No, you can tell. You can see right here. But the first thing that I'm going to do, we're going to make something. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to scan these images so that I will have a scanned copy and be able to cut from it in the future, because I love her look. Don't you love her look? And her size, she's a really good size too. I love pattern people. If you guys are not familiar, I do love the pattern people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's 7 inches tall, but I can, if I scan her, I can resize this copy. And again, pulled it out of the trash and can reuse it over and over again. There's no copyright on this. We can reuse these. Let me go make my skewer and look. See this little thing right here? We may be able to use that too. Now we're going to, it's going to crumble. We're going to lose some of it when we start to glue. Like this piece fell off, but there was no writing on that or anything. But let me get my glue book out. I got 2. This is a little divider sheet. It's a little thicker than copy paper, but I liked the blue. I liked the blue a lot. I'm not sure how this is gonna come out. I may do them both on here though, because I do like, this is a coffee dyed, look, graph paper. It was a little workbook that I found in the thrift store, of course. Yeah, we may do something on here instead. I like that background. Do like that. Let's see. I think the gluing's going to be the hardest part of this, but it's okay. Let's get to gluing. I mean, I kind of hate to use a glue stick, but I think I'm going to feel more comfortable with a glue stick because of the coverage that it's going to give. So we're going to be real careful, but we are going to use the trusty old Scotch Permanent glue stick. I did get them scanned, so I'll have these images in the future if I want to use them again. And like I said, I don't know, you know, with everybody's fabulous ideas, I was like, what in the world am I going to do that says hashtag give a scrap? Then I saw these. They were literally, I mean, like they had this drawer, this little plastic drawer, and I saw some fabric coming out of it. So, of course, that caught my eye. And whenever I opened the drawer and I saw this one was on the top, and I was like, oh, what is that? And then I pulled a few more out. And I'll show you the other ones that I pulled out because they're in fairly decent shape. I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing for hashtag give a scrap. What a perfect example. Because I knew when I brought them up there that they'd be like, oh, we can't sell them to you. Because I've had stores do that to me. We can't really sell that. We need to throw that away. And be like, no, don't throw it away. Okay. And I'm only being easy with it because I want to try to save, especially the writing. I want to try to save as much of this writing as possible. Yeah. I think, let's see. I didn't catch this with any glue. Let's see. Okay. Yep. I didn't catch that one with any glue either. Look how cool, y'all. Now, when you're, if you're fooling with any paper that's disintegrating like this, get it down as best you can. I'm going to give y'all a tip. And then turn it over. And then burnish it down on the other side. Ask me how I know this tip. Because I ruined a little piece one time by burnishing it on this side. You'll rip it because, you know, I mean, it's very fragile. It is, I'm telling you, it's beautiful fragile. Isn't it? Isn't she gorgeous, y'all? Just like this. It's amazing to me how we can take something, and I think that's, you know, one of the points of this whole collaboration is what we do is significant. It is. What we do is significant. I was kind of hoping I could get this on here, but it looks like maybe no. But I still like it on this coffee dye. Let me grab another coffee dye session myself. What do y'all think? I wish it were like this, though. Okay. Like, I want it like another piece, and I think this background is going to work. I think this is going to work. Let's see. Isn't this a cute outfit? I would wear that today. I don't know how old. I mean, I would imagine this is probably from the 50s. That's got a little bit of a stamp on it. I would think. I would wear that today. Yes, I would. I'll take this little gluey page off so it doesn't stick to the pattern piece. And we will get this down. Let's do the edges real good this time. Yeah, I was really honored to see so many wonderful creators. I think it's a total of 38. Oops, look, see. We'll hold on to that. I'll strategically place that in just a minute. Join this year. A lot of fabulous creators. And I'm looking forward to this growing year over year. That's why I'm telling you guys, even if you're not on the calendar, if your name's not on the calendar, don't fret about that. Just do a video and hashtag it so that we can go grab it. Look, this is gonna stick down in it. That's okay. We'll get it. Okay. I've got these two little pieces. Yeah. Okay. I think that adds to the appeal of it myself, right? When it's all wonky like that. Well, okay. I'm going to... What did I hear somebody say? Maybe it was Andy at Froggy Ray Creations. Lick the glue stick. I think that's what she said. Let me lick the glue stick. It was so funny. Okay, we got that down. And then there was another piece. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look, we'll do the same. And I'm just keeping these little pieces because they do have some writing on them. Yeah, let me lick the glue stick. I was like, what? So cute. We have some funny people in our little junk journal community, don't we? I don't know where it goes, though, is the only problem. Does it? I don't know. Let's see. I don't have any reference points. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we're just going to stick it down. We'll just stick it down. Okay? How about that? I'm not going to fret over that. Okay. Turn it over. Burnish it down. Pretty good. And then, let me show you how easy. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that, but... You've got a journaling page. If that's how you want to use it, you have a whole journaling page. If you wanted to do this, I mean, let's do it. Let's do, what I was going to do is like, let's just tear it down. Let's do it. Let's cut it down. Let's cut it down. We're going to make like a little journaling card. That's what we're going to do. We are going to make a little journaling card. And watch, I'm going to cut right there. We're going to have this right here as part of a little, I'll glue it back on there, piece it back together. Watch. Oh yeah, let me get my vintage photo for this. I'll take this off. And we'll just, oh yeah, watch. Let's see. Oh, I could have used this as a tab. Huh. I could have used that as a tab. That looked weird. That's okay. We'll put it down here. That's all right. We'll put that down there. And then what we'll do, let me grab up here. Hold on a minute. I've got all kind of whale's tail punches that may work. That's a little too bright. Let's do this one. Oh, you know what we have? Look, we have this. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I like this a lot. How can we do this? Let's see. I want to let me put a little, and this is, look, see, it's like little needles. It's a sewing set of little washies. I think I got that at Hobby Lobby on clearance a long time ago. Okay, let's try. I'm just going to say, I wonder if I did a little hole punch. I've got a little tiny one. See how small that one is? Let's try this. It may be too tiny, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. I'm going to undo this real quick. Okay. Let me pull this right here. Okay. And then this right here. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. All right, and then we'll go back. Make us a little bow. And we have us a journaling card, y'all. A journaling card and a journal page. I mean, that's it. Seriously. Out of something that the thrift store was going to throw away. That the thrift store was going to go away. Hopefully, I've had some information on the infographics that I've put into the presentation here, into my video, about what the thrift store throws away. Because I know I was looking for some, I found some information. I just couldn't validate it. But hopefully, I've been able to find some valid information on how much tonnage the Goodwill throws away even. And that's something, y'all. What we do matters. And it matters more than we even think most of the time, right? It matters to a whole next generation of people. If you think about it. Isn't that so significant once you sit down and you actually think about our little crafts and our good times? And, you know, we sit here and we feel so accomplished because we've created something pretty out of something that's really nothing, you know, and bet I'm going to save that too. But it is going to make a difference to a whole new generation of people, and not just U.S., globally, because I can promise you from just what I've read over the last 3 years of doing this, the U.S. is really very far behind compared to other countries' recycling efforts. We really are. We really, so I say junk journalers unite, and let's keep on keeping on and doing what we do, you know, because it makes a difference. Anyway, that is it for my hashtag Give a Scrap. I know it wasn't much, but I did want to just talk to you seriously about the impactfulness of what we do. And I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping in on this video. And remember, we've got a whole other schedule of folks who, for the rest of the month, here it is right here. So we are looking for Jovi and Veronica tomorrow. So thank you guys all very much. And remember what I always say, I hope whatever it is you get to do today or in the next few days, it is at least as much fun as I had saving these pieces from the trash. Thanks. We'll chat soon. Bye.